Good morning. I'm Dr. John Beiter, and I'm welcoming you out on Pontiac Lake where I live. And I want to talk to you today about what I think is the most important thing for us as humans on this planet to understand. And it's called the universal laws of our mind. And there's 6 of them, and then there's actually a bonus. There's one that's very specific to each and every one of us, yet it's all based on the same exact foundation, and I'll explain that when I get there. But for the next 7 weeks, I'm going to take you on a little journey about how we create reality. I like to quote Stephen Covey from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He says, "No one sees the world as it is. We see the world as we are." Gabrielle Bernstein said it beautifully in her book, The Universe Has Your Back. We see the world that we have made, but we don't see ourselves as the image maker. Well, I'm going to take you on a little adventure now and teach you how you have created those images for yourself and how easy it is to change what your reality is. It's really simple. And I always like Henry Ford's famous quote, "Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right." So let's start with the first universal law of the mind. And that is that thoughts are real forces. Okay? Thoughts are real forces. Strong and concentrated thoughts become strong and concentrated forces. Weak and scattered thoughts become weak and scattered forces. I'll give you a metaphor how to understand this a little bit more clearly. Imagine that you want to go to the gym because you want to get your shoulders in shape. You want big, massive shoulders, So you decide that I'm going to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I'm going to work on my shoulders, and that is how I'm going to develop my shoulders. And guess what? Over time, you're going to develop bigger shoulders for sure. There's no doubt about it. So those are strong and concentrated thoughts, actually, that turn into strong and concentrated actions, right? But if you have weak and scattered thoughts, I'm going to go to the gym every now and again. I'll do a shoulder workout if I feel like it. Well, that's a weak and scattered thought, and then that's a weak and scattered force. So I'm not going to get very big if I do that, if that's my goal. So, again, the first law of the mind is that thoughts are real forces. And so that applies to each and every one of us. So stay tuned with me for week number 2 when we go into the second universal law of the mind. And again, I'm Dr. John Beiter. Thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next week.